this game underway. Rainbow Warriors, Nittany Lions, let's rock and roll from Happy Valley. Dug up by Greenwich off the cross-court swing from Harvey. Pushed up by Matt Luoma, and Harvey tries to go against the double block. It's recycled. Opposite end with Luoma, and a double contact, and a point for Penn State, something they were not able to do in any of the 3 sets last night.
I mean, that's a good sign if you're Penn State. Point 1. You know, starting off with a bang like that, taking some hard, heavy swings is a great way to go.
If you look back to last year, Penn State was swept by Hawaii in the regular season out in Honolulu, but then when they played in the NCAA tournament, Penn State lost, but they did take it 4 in Columbus. Here comes Kainoa Wade off the hands. Rose falls down for the dig. Harvey through the triple block. Back set to Adrian War, and it's out of play.
Looking for a touch on that ball. He hit that high enough to try to get it off the top of the block, but just misses wide.
Almost a flipped script from yesterday, where early on in the points it was Penn State trying to toe the line, and they were unable.
Right, I don't even know what to do with myself right now. It's just so uncharacteristic of based off what we saw yesterday. There, that's characteristic. There it is.
Right on cue, the notion of service errors. And we talked about in the opening about Hawaii being a more efficient team. Both teams had the same amount of blocks and service errors. Of course, 2 big components of the men's game, but Hawaii much more efficient in the hitting department. Sakanoko tried to terminate it. Her was there. And now a set from her to Sean Harvey. Running up is Sakanoko, off speed, and able to psych out the Penn State block.
Yes, he got the kill, but there are multiple things that I really like that Sakanoko did during that play. His off-block defense, he was going back in transition, ready to hit, but he was still able to dig that ball for his teammates in order to set him up to get the kill.
Sakanoko was 5th in the Big West last year in kills per set, and Gage Gabriel gets on the stat sheet. Again, both sides not afraid to go after each other's blocks.
Gage Gabriel is just such an offensively minded middle, and he loves utilizing that block in front of him. He has a solo blocker, and he utilizes that, uses the outside arm, and tools out of bounds.
Float serve from the setter, Jackson Herr. Big hack from Justin Todd, recycled on the Hawaii side. Here comes Sakanoko again. Look out to those in the front row, and a point for the Rainbow Warriors.
Again, that utilization of the block is a very big thing for both sides of the net. When you are facing opponents that are just extremely tall human beings, it's really, really hard to swing straight down. So what you're going to do is you're going to utilize the block in front of you to get kills.
Sakanoko, the junior out of Paris, 6'5". Tough receive from Sean Harvey. Here comes a swing from Harvey, but Adrian War is there on the back line. Tough angle from Travell Jordan. And now out of the middle is Bethel, and he cleared everything.
Flying under the net. He jumped about 10 feet there because you have to take off from behind the 10-foot line on a back row attack. He completely cleared the court in the middle of that and lands on the opposite side of the net underneath it.
And pushed our scorers table back about 6 inches.
That's what that was?
Yes.
Huh.
Was not an earthquake. Comes Justin Todd to serve. Luoma, far pin, and a solo stuff from Kainoa Wade.
That is just so clean. You can't get a cleaner block than that. The way he was so disciplined with his move, he was so straight up and down. The simplisticness of it was why it was so successful.
That was his 10th block of the season. He had 2 of them last night. It's a 3-0 scoring run for Hawaii. Luoma tries to win the joust and does.
It's a great play by Luoma. The thing that got Wade the point before was the thing that did him in right there. Luoma sees that he's high up on the block, and he utilizes the weakness of his hands being straight up and tools the ball with a tip.
A member of the 2025 EIVA honorable mention team last year, the redshirt junior out of Phoenix, Matt Luoma. Rosenthal sets for Sakanoko, and again, a big hack, tooling between Luoma and Gabriel that time.
Sakanoko doing a great job tonight. He is just elevating, and he is hitting any shot he wants to.
He had 9 kills last night. 3 Hawaii players had 9 or more, and give Kainoa Wade an ace to his name as well.
68 miles per hour. That's a little too hot to handle for Jaden Bethel back there on serve receive. Great serve.
So now Hawaii is up 3. It's 7-4. And Wade will continue from the serving spot. Tickled the antenna that time, though.
Just out of bounds. Right off of that pin. It's a break for Penn State.
And you need those breaks, especially early on in matches where we have seen a bit of nerves. You can look back to last night. It was a team that needed a while to adjust and get ready.
Those are the points that are going to keep you in the match, especially this early when it's this close.
Gabriel tries to toy the line, just out.
Very close serve. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a challenge, but there's not. But that's just me.
It was just off the line.
Very close, 66 miles per hour.
But you say those are the more understandable service errors.
When it's aggressive and close, I don't care. I'm not going to get mad.
If you're in the net, different story.
Oh, I'll be.
We will hear about it later.
Also, let's talk about that point right there and the fact that it was hit perfectly in front of the 6th defender. Generally, as an attacker, you don't want to hit to 6 because that's where the strongest defense is, but really caught Sakanoko lacking back there.
8-6, and Luoma serving after his 3rd kill on his 4th swing. As two players collided on the overpass. Her sets for Owen Rose. He tried to find the line, and Hawaii breathes a sigh of relief on that point.
Yeah, if you're Hawaii, you're just going to smile and say, all right, next ball. That didn't necessarily go the way they probably planned it to. Not like they drew it up. That ball went over off of Sakanoko's face, I believe, shanked directly into his face and goes over the net.
And then Sakanoko and the libero Quinnage collided as well. Luoma sent back, dug by her, sitting on the ground, and Bethel tools the block and gets the kill. Jackson, her incredible court awareness, sitting on his bottom, able to pop it up.
I completely missed that set. I was more focused on the fact that Bethel was able to utilize those high hands of the blocker in front of him. When it's a triple block, double block, excuse me, that's crazy.
Jaden Bethel, the redshirt freshman out of Dallastown, PA, starting at outside hitter tonight. War got hands. Running up is Luoma. Harvey's there, and a termination from Jackson Herr, and he is fired up. And we've talked about when is Jackson Herr going to be more aggressive. There's your answer.
See, he's known for being an offensive setter, and we really haven't seen a ton of it so far this season, so this is one of the times that I'm loving seeing him swing on balls. It's a great shot.
It's Bethel to serve. And there's War near pin. And a bunch of diving Nittany Lions can't save it. And the first kill of the night for Adrian War, who had 10 of them yesterday.
It's a great swing. When you can get people moving off the court like that in masses, just causing chaos, you've done your job as an attacker.
(10-8). And Owen Rose, powerful swing. Off the hands, played it perfect.
I'm just loving how we're going back and forth right now. This is something that just did not happen in any of the sets yesterday, especially towards the beginning. Penn State is coming to play, and Hawaii is doing their thing.
It'll be Rose back to serve now. It's a back set to War, going cross court, and Luoma just got his hands out of the way in time.
Second attempt by War right there, trying to hit that cross-court ball. He's missing it wide twice now, just by 5 feet. It's not a bad swing. It just needs a little bit more snap on the wrist in order to keep that in play.
War hitting in the negatives on his early swings. Off speed from Kainoa Wade. And miscommunication. Harvey thought about it, left it for Bethel, and it lands between the two of them.
That's where you just got to talk about it. You have to know where the hitter is in front of you, and you have to be talking to the person behind you. Just call mine and make the play. Apologize later.
Probably an awkward walk back to the huddle, though.
Yeah, you don't really make eye contact with anyone.
11-10, Warriors on top of the Nittany Lions. Merck kept it off the floor. Wade wins that joust for now. Back set to Kainoa Wade. Merck covers. More net play. Harvey off the net, and he was in the net.
Close. Scramble play on both sides. Just clipped the net. And even if he didn't clip the net, Hawaii would have gotten that ball up. That is a great defensive move by Hawaii.
Take a look at the replay where Harvey tries to win the joust, got a bit too greedy. Luoma near pin. And the block lands out of play. Again, Sakanoka would like to have that one back, just angling it a bit more in play.
Those are always the most frustrating ones, when it's just that close to being a really good block, but you just slightly miss. You know, sometimes that's even out of your control. It's just the way that the ball is hit, not your own hands.
And her into the net wasn't even close. And there's the bad service errors.
Yeah, those are the ones that you don't really love, especially when you're not doing an aggressive serve like a topspin serve. That's what we call a float serve, what he just did. When it hits with a flat contact, you just have to have a lot more aggressiveness if you're going to try to hit that one, not in the middle of the net.
2-point game. Her up for Bethel. Big hack. Running up out of the middle and takes advantage.
Bethel trying again on that back row attack, this time successful. He is able to have that leverage behind him and stay controlled enough to just put so much power behind that ball, but still have his feet be in the correct place and not go under the net.
That's what you enjoy as an outside hitter, just being able to go full throttle like that.
Oh, it's an amazing feeling.
There's Wade. Is rejected but out of play, and a point for Hawaii.
That's a great play by Wade. He sees that double block in front of him, but he just manipulates his wrist enough to tool the ball out of bounds. That's kind of been the central theme of what we've seen tonight, is a lot of tooling.
Yeah, the middle blockers have been a factor in this game and yesterday's game in a lot more unorthodox ways as Luoma sends it long. But you look back to last night where the blocking game wasn't as prevalent, but it was the middles being more offensive.
That's something that we generally see. Oh wait, we have a challenge right now.
Oh boy.
There was a touch on that play, or so Penn State says. Luoma hits the ball out of bounds, but Jackson Hurd turns around really quickly and says there was a touch on that play. Pav believes him.
So if it was reversed, it'd be a 1-point game. If it stays as is, it'd be 15-12 Hawaii. Our officials are Neil Kensikowski and Michael O'Connor for tonight, so they'll look things over.
This is a really major point if you're Penn State. A 1-point game is a lot different than a 3-point game, and I know it sounds obvious, but when you're on the court, it's just a lot more possible for you to climb back.
I've been told that the team that scored
on the ground, ultimately successful play for War.
War hit 100 points on the season last night. That leads either side. A service error for Hawaii cuts it back to 2.
Another service error. It is what it is. It's the name of the game in men's volleyball.
Carol, I know you're keeping track. If you're keeping track at home, it's 3 service errors apiece right now.
It's not that bad. It's fine. That's passable.
So now we see Michael Schroeb come in. Also Tristan Hassel come in. So a change at setter and hitter for Penn State. With the setter Schroeb behind the line. Delivers a sinking serve. Running up is Kainoa Wade, and he's roofed, led by Owen Rose.
That is a great triple block. He sees that the only possible way for that set to go is to the right side because it was an out-of-system set by War. So they recognize that, have the discipline to come together and go up and put 6 arms in front.
Owen Rose led the EIVA in blocks last year. That was 8th in the nation. Schroeb sends another serve, tracked by War, running up his Wade. That time he got hands and able to maneuver Owen Rose. So go back and forth.
War is doing a great job setting those out-of-system balls, but Wade did another great job of hitting high hands on that. He hits the high hands to a point where Penn State defense doesn't know if that ball is going to go in or out, or if it even touched the block in the first place. That's a really good swing. And
another substitution for Hawaii. It's Finn Kearney coming into the game to serve. And it will be a service error. So Penn State cuts the lead to 1.
It's a close call.
Kearney comes out, Travell Jordan comes back in. Rosenthal sets up for Wade, tickles the tape. Harvey keeps it off the floor. Here comes Hassel. And a play near the antenna, and it goes against Hawaii. It'll be a point for the Nittany Lions, and we're tied at 17.
It's a lot of chaos, a lot of diving. Score table gets moved. A lot of hustle, but that I can appreciate Rosenthal's ability to recognize that he has to get that ball over. There's no getting the ball to a settable position for his hitters, so he just takes matters into his own hands.
And Wade was at a very tough angle anyway. But that time, he gets the kill. It's the confidence in your hitters, and Hawai'i definitely has that.
Yeah, repeat setting is a major thing when you're a setter and you're trying to instill confidence in your hitters. If they just make an error, feed them the next ball. You know, it's not often that people will make multiple errors in a row if they have that confidence.
Behind the line is Rosenthal. He had 3 aces last night. Hawai'i up 1. That time, it's an error, the 5th for the Warriors, only 3 for Penn State. So 18 all inside rec hall, set 1. Penn State and Hawai'i have been keeping even with each other. Running up is Rose.
Another one. This is what's keeping both teams in the game right now and preventing either team from getting momentum going.
And both teams hitting under 200. Hawai'i out hit Penn State 368 to 211 last night in their sweep over the blue and white. Here comes Hassel, and that time able to beat War. So the first kill of the night for Tristan Hassel, the freshman from Toronto.
The vertical that Hassel has, he is able to elevate, and he is able to see that he only has one blocker in front of him. The middle was late on Hawaii's side, so he's able to take advantage of that and swing right to 6.
Game number 8 for Penn State. They're 4-3 on the season. It's the 5th appearance, though, for number 5, Tristan Hassel, the 6'6" freshman, who had a season high of 13 in Penn State's ranked win over the Lewis Flyers.
You know, one thing that I'm seeing right now, there is a lot going on in the setter position over on Penn State. You have Schwob coming in, you have Schwob coming out, you have Jackson coming in. We just had the play right there when Hassel was serving where there was no setter on the floor. Penn State's trying to work some stuff out offensively and trying to figure out a rhythm.
And it's hard to tell if it's not knowing what works or having confidence in whoever's on the court, because Mark Pavlik likes to pride himself on having a lot of depth on this Nittany Lion roster. And a big swing from Kainoa Wade. Jackson Hurd thought about the set. I think he just ducked out of the way.
That was a great swing. Wade was not afraid to take a rip on that one. He sees
it was this and
right.
Did that, and yeah.
Collegiate volleyball, ladies and gentlemen.
21-19, Hawai'i trying to close it out. And it's Kai Taylor coming in at the serving sub spot. He sends it deep, and that was something chatting with Hawai'i is that sometimes they like to run a 2 libero system with Taylor and with Greenidge. This time using Taylor in the serving sub role.
Right, but you do have to have those utility players that are able to keep a ball in like that in serving that you trust.
Comes Travell Jordan. Free ball from Bethel. And running up is War. And it's an attack error that ties it at 21.
In theory, that's a really, really good play. You have Rosenthal taking a very, very controlled bump set with that. It could have been another play for somebody else to have the assist, but he uses that first contact as the assist. Back row attack just goes out of bounds.
So it's Harvey to serve. Penn State trying to take the lead. Not if Louis Sakanoko has anything to say about it. It's dug up nicely by Penn State, though. Here comes Kainoa Wade, and that time he gets the kill, finishes it off.
See, you could physically see Kainoa Wade recognize that he has line open on that ball. His shoulders and his chest is facing cross court where he wanted to swing, but he recognizes that there was a gap in between the pin and his blocker, and he has a swing technique to cut that ball down the line.
Court vision was something we emphasized so much last night, especially for the Warriors.
And it's continue into this game.
Here comes Sean Harvey, 22 all.
Sean Harvey has multiple blockers up in front of him, but he is still not afraid to take a big swing. That is one thing that we've been seeing out of Sean Harvey is that he takes swings in big moments. One thing for me, you can't tip when the moment gets too big.
If only enough, that's Sean Harvey, only his first kill of the night on his 9th swing. He's hitting triple zeros. And a committed by Gage Gabriel. A service error from the middle blocker puts Hawai'i just 2 away from taking a set 1 victory.
But I am liking the closeness of this set. This is exciting, guys.
It was exciting last night, too, despite what the stat sheet might say on paper. Pushed up from Rose. Here comes Bethel. Hawai'i works the block, and Rose took a weird swing. And be a point Penn State nonetheless.
A little bit of a misconnect on the offense there, but he gets the point. Hits his hand in an odd way. Hawai'i contesting that it's out. Penn State very adamant. And the line judges that it's in. We got another challenge on our hands, but don't listen to me when it comes to challenges.
That's what you're here for, though.
Let's see.
So that was the first swing. And then Rose
I don't know.
toes the line. He didn't get all of it. It was not the most ideal, clean contact.
That's what we call a whiff.
But of course a big point, because if not, it's set point. And that is in.
If the ball touches any portion of the line, no matter if it's just a sliver, that counts as in.
See, you got it right.
For once, I'm like 1 for 7.
So tied at 23.
It's a good day.
It's Matt Luoma serving as the Hawai'i faithful get loud here in Rec Hall. He skims the tape. Rosenthal sets for Adrian War, and now it's set point Warriors.
War sends that ball deep into the back court. 6 defense is not ready to go and make a move and lay out for that. That's a great swing by War.
Third kill, the sophomore out of Lyon, France. And it's Travell Jordan serving for Hawai'i. Her sets for Luoma. And the overpass is out of play. We got deuce game here in Rec Hall.
See, it would happen so far, what we've seen go on in this game so far, that ball would land in. Penn State, everybody on the team following the ball to the line to make sure that ball is actually out and doesn't land in at the last minute.
And Miller Truby comes in for Penn State to serve. This is the most consistent that Penn State has stuck with Hawai'i in a series so far. Clean serve. Here comes Wade. Merck's under it. Straight up for Harvey. Punched up by Rosenthal. They're able to keep it going. Truby off hands. Overpass. Net joust. Punched by Harvey. Save from her. Here comes Sakanoko. And it's set point again.
Great play, so much chaos, but Hawai'i is just wanting to swing and terminate that ball. Shut the play down.
Defensive masterclass on both sides, though.
Genuinely, that's exactly what we're seeing. We didn't see a ton of defense last night, but what we're seeing tonight shows that there had to be conversations had about having to pick it up on both sides.
Last night was an arms race. It's a war in the trenches. At least in set 1 of game 2. Here comes Harvey. Punch up by the shoulder of Rosenthal. Up is Wade. He's blocked. Rose, her, and Harvey. We keep going.
Owen Rose is not to be messed with blocking. He is just such a veteran defender. He does such a great job of being disciplined and simple with his moves. If you look right here, he just gets right up and quick press, boom.
He had 6 blocks in the NCAA tournament game against Hawai'i. And Rose gets the ace. The net was on his side. It's set point Nittany Lions.
We've seen that play happen a couple of times. Those are just so rare to go your way. The volleyball gods are on your side if that ball lands over, which obviously they were over here.
Smiling down on. I want to ask Mark Palabal, is there any difference between the teams they play coast to coast? They go at this level. It's just big boy volleyball.
That's quite literally all it is.
Owen Rose to serve, just had the ace. And the overpass is out of play. The Nittany Lions take set 1, 27-25. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
We are in a crazy thing that you're demanding student athletes to do, especially like cross-country travel. I mean, I wouldn't even consider that cross-country. That's cross the Pacific.
Yeah. Been in Pennsylvania for the last few days. They played St. Francis on Wednesday. Shook off the jet lag in set 1 and took a sweep over the red flash. But Kainoa Wade gets the first point of this frame.
It's a really great swing by him. He recognizes that the block is down his line. He sees that he has that sharp angle available with nobody there to play defense. So he swings on it, takes the rip. Great point.
He'll go back to serve. Drops Harvey low. Comes Gabriel. Was looking for the sideline. I think he mishit it.
I can recognize where he wanted to go with that ball, just paint the sideline, just goes a bit wide.
So 2-0 Hawaii. Wade sends a rocket, not in play though.
68 miles per hour. Again, that's trying to go down the line. That is a great serve. That threads it. You could see that Hawaii was questioning whether that was in or out. That is a really nice serve, just a bit out.
Jackson Hurd goes with the float. Running up is Wade and beats Ryan and Merck, so that time going down the line works.
Wade is rolling this set. First kill, and then he goes and he comes in and swings that ball down the line. He is switching up his shot chart. The first kill that he had, he hit that cross court. There he goes down the line. Penn State defense really has to be on their toes, waiting to see what he's going to do next and try to read and react. 7
kills, an ace, a block, and hitting .357 is Kainoa Wade. The defense stops Sean Harvey for now. Her sets out of the back row for Bethel, but again, another attack error for Penn State.
Bethel out of the back row is something that Penn State is trying to utilize for a reason. He just has so much power. He just has to rein it in and have a bit more control to keep that in.
This is something that we saw in the early points of last night's game where it was all Hawaii.
Right.
Her on the back set to Sean Harvey. Overpass is covered by Bethel. Now Luoma is blocked. And Travell Jordan leads the way.
Jordan just had a great move. He closed to his pin blocker and was just big with his arms, taking up so much space. A very textbook stuff block.
Hawaii's been efficient in this set. They have not committed an attack error in the first 6 points. Luoma off speed. It looks like he was on the opposite side of the antenna.
Luoma hitting a 200 right now, trying to get a groove going.
3, taking 1 in Columbus last year against the Nittany Lions. Falling to UCLA in the semifinals, though, who in turn fell to Long Beach State in the championship game, but out of the timeout, Matt Luoma gets his 6th kill of the night.
That's a repeat set by Jackson Hurd. Again, trying to get Luoma that confidence to start taking big swings and get those kills that Hurd knows that he can.
So still an early hole to work out of. And Harvey into the net on a float serve.
38 miles per hour into the middle of the net. Not ideal. Probably trying to catch Hawaii's serve receive back on their heels.
He had 12 kills last night. The second most for Penn State was 6. But only has 1 kill to his name. There's Gage Gabriel out of the middle, and that offensively minded middle spot coming up again.
Gage Gabriel doing Gage Gabriel things, as I always say. He is such a great offensive middle, and he just has great court vision. He is able to see where the block isn't and just go there. Simple as that.
Penn State was second in the EIVA in points per set last year. And Gabriel had a tough serve. Running up is Jaden Bethel. And got some air underneath it, though.
Bethel tries to get his feet inside to compensate for the set being dropped inside. Just too much was happening. Couldn't get a good contact on it. Sends it out of bounds.
So through 11 points, it's a 5-point lead for Hawaii. It's the 11th game that the Rainbow Warriors have played, and set 1 was only the 5th set that they've dropped all season, as they lost to Loyola Chicago and then dropped 1 to Rockhurst at home.
Luoma heating up right now. He has his 2nd kill after he erred on the first one. He is starting to get his confidence and just utilize his shot.
He has 7 kills. He leads Penn State returners in kills, had 294 last year. Second on the team behind graduating outside Will Coons. Here comes Justin Todd out of the middle. Haven't called his name too much. He get his first kill on his 2nd attack after a tremendous outing last night.
The angle in which he hit that ball was just super sharp, that it trickled across the net but still went straight down. There was a lot that went into that, but the angle was just excellent.
6 kills on no errors on 6 swings and 6 blocks for Justin Todd last night. The refs call point Hawaii, but Matt Luoma adamant that there was a touch, and Mark Pavlik will pull out the challenge card. So he's down to his final challenge. If he loses this one, he would not have one until a potential 5th set.
I don't know. They seem pretty confident about it. seem pretty confident. You see Penn State walk away and say, yeah, player from Hawaii admitted it. I don't know.
So actually, correction, he has 3 challenges. So they reviewed and did not charge Penn State with a challenge in the last time.
Why is that? Interesting. Probably cameras weren't working in the specific angle.
Well, we saw someone take out a camera yesterday.
That could be that.
So looking for the touch at the net with Matt Luoma.
Go back right at the point of contact for Luoma.
It would be off Sakanoko's left hand. And I think he cleared it.
It looks like he did. However, this isn't necessarily the right angle to see something like that. The refs probably have different cameras than we do running along the plane of the net.
So here's another angle of it. That one, it looks more clear that he missed him.
Yeah, because you don't see any movement on Sakanoko's left hand. It stays pressed. No spin on the ball is changed.
You're looking for finger movement, for spin. Mark Pavlik and Charlie Wade just shooting the breeze.
None of the above.
Again, vibes are high. Regardless of what side you're on, you're having a good time.
Right. Seriously, this is some great volleyball, great coaching, great turnout after a Penn State winter sports weekend.
Yeah, if you're coming in, we see a few people bundled up from the men's hockey stadium game earlier today.
Including me. I have a very fuzzy Sherpa on right now. It is cold in Rec Hall.
Does someone want a camera on that?
No. No, we don't.
Put it away. Still looking at it, so they're looking at every angle. No stone unturned at this point.
There's definitely something that we don't see that is making this harder of a call to make.
Penn State's still hitting in the negatives for this set as well. And Hawaii is batting 1,000 in set 2. 3 kills on 3 swings. Penn State has already taken 12, so Hawaii, again, we talked about how those Big West teams are able to operate. And here's a point for the Warriors.
A little bit of trash talking going on both sides.
Ooh. Oh, your favorite activity.
Guys, it's getting heated.
Ooh, we're getting chippy inside Rec Hall.
Oh, my goodness.
So Adrian Ward to serve. Got the net. And running up is Sean Harvey. The height and the speed gets him back on the kill board, his second of the evening.
That is a great swing by him. Again, that back row attack in the men's game is just so useful because it's an ability for all the momentum that these guys have to come into fruition. Just put balls down.
Merck sends the free ball after a chaotic net play. A violation that gives the point to Hawaii.
Yeah, but also a great bounce by Sakanoko.
So Jordan comes in for Greenwich. So libero out for the Warriors. And Justin Todd serving. Leads the team with 11 aces. That time it's a service error, though.
Service errors, we are at 15 right now.
Not that you're counting.
Not that I'm counting, no.
No.
I just had a feeling.
Yeah, you can sense it. Your service error senses.
Been doing this long enough to have a sense.
Here comes Sakanoko, down the line. That was a heater.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We have some trash talking after that. We have some stare downs. And you know what? I would stare down, too, if I just bounced a ball like that. That is a great swing. 10-foot line. Threads it through the antenna and Jackson Herr.
Sakanoko, 6 kill, hitting 750. Here comes Harvey. Rejected but kept in the air. Merck just throws one over, and there's the center dump from Trent Rosenthal.
Rosenthal, that is his first time that we've seen him get offensive this match, trying to take matters into his own hands. Penn State is expecting him to spread the ball to his hitters. not expecting him to make the dump himself.
Rosenthal, the AVCA first teamer last year, and give an ace for Kainoa Wade on a 67-mile-an-hour serve.
Hawaii is feeling it right now. They are rolling, and Penn State has to have an answer, and hopefully they find one in this timeout right here.
All Warriors in set 2, 14.
For Penn State looked good, but Kainoa Wade utilizes it, tools the ball out of bounds. We have a double sub here on Penn State with the ongoing setter battle continues.
So Schwob and Hassel in for Luoma and her. Last night, Penn State went on a 6-0 run at the end of set 2. We're not able to get the frame win. They've shown that they've been able to string some points together when needed. And here comes Hassel through the block. It looks like the sub worked.
Making an immediate impact. That's exactly what we've seen out of Tristan Hassel this season. He has made his name known as a very, very aggressive hitter.
Coming into the game, hitting .386. Penn State averaged .248 last year. That was only 5th in the EIVA, though. Came into the postseason tournament in conference play as the 3 seed. Sakanoko goes cross court.
Sakanoko again, we just keep calling his name. He is rolling right now. And he, again, the stare down. This is what I am loving about this game. It is getting chippy. Hawaii wants to get this set back and just make it 0-0 again.
You can see that they're angry after a set 1 loss. Sakanoko blasts one to the back row. Here comes Harvey, and pinballing off the hands. A point for the Nittany Lions.
That's a textbook tool because it wasn't off of the arms. That was off of the high right left hand.
And using the side of the hand to maneuver the swing.
It was crisp. It was a really crisp tool.
I think I just made a new word, maneuverate. That doesn't make any sense.
I think it does. The
It
Jack
works, it
Kaczynski
works.
dictionary.
Yeah. Not selling them anytime soon.
I'd buy it.
Rosenthal sets up for Wade, and the extra pass pays off.
0 block in front of them. I don't know what happened on that Penn State blocking side, but they were baited by something enough to stay down and give Wade full authority of the net.
It's a 9-point lead for Hawaii. They took set 3 by 10, 25-15, ended up being the winning set as Kearney back into the game for the Warriors. Schwob up for Hassel, and that block drops out of play.
Counts as a tool. Another kill for Hassel. Really just feeling it right now.
And you can see Bethel a bit apprehensive. Should I play it? Should I not? Because as you've talked about in the past, it's pretty embarrassing if it goes the wrong way.
Merck did the captain thing, though, and called him off.
Wait again. Rinse and repeat.
Keep saying it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that back row attack from Wade is definitely not broken.
He led the team with 14 kills on Wednesday against St. Francis. His season high is 21 against Roberts Wesleyan. He's already up to double digits. 10 kills, 2 aces, a block and a partridge in a pear tree. And Bethel straight into Justin Todd.
Triple block, very simple move. If you're Bethel, you have to be trying to hit those edges, especially when you see a triple block like that in front of you. And that's one of those things that you can attribute to age. This is Bethel's first season of playing, and that knowledge and that ability to recognize that will come with more time on the court.
The third block of the match for Hawaii. And it's an ace for the Rainbow Warriors.
Just misses it. Schwob tries to go under the net to keep that ball in play. However, it hit the pole before he could get to it.
Penn State hitting triple zeros in this frame. Hawaii, 833.
833.
You have a stat
What?
in front of you, too.
I know. I just didn't reckon. 833 is unheard of.
And there's another ace for Tread Rosenthal. 21-9.
You see Tread Rosenthal go with this, make the hand gesture, just keep going, roll, roll, roll. And that's exactly what Hawaii is doing.
And another sub. Now Carter Dittman comes in for Jaden Bethel. Mark Pavlik displeased on his sideline, a 4-0 run. For Hawaii, Carter Dittman got the nod over Bethel last night to start. He's making that switch. And a service error that Penn State desperately needed.
Yeah, these are the points that if you're Penn State, you need to take any of these that you can. Any unforced errors that Hawaii is making, Penn State just has to say thank you and another one, please.
Hassel to serve. and long.
Hawaii also says thank you on that one because that gets them just that much closer to taking this set.
You hear Mark Pavlik just yell next play. It's the mentality you have to go into a set like this.
That's all you can do.
Control the controllables. Dropping serve from Adrian War. And Harvey is stonewalled.
I'm going to give some credit to Ryan Merck on that pass. That was just incredible. The ball had such a fast downward trajectory, but he was able to get his platform underneath it and pop it up right to the middle.
The platform was on the floor. Really impressive stuff. The three-time EIVA first teamer. Running up is Dittman, and he clears the block. And it is set point Hawaii.
Offense is just not working for Penn State. We're seeing a lot of unforced errors as well as some blocks mixed in there. Just got to get that confidence going like they had in the first set.
24-10, and it's an ace to end it. 25-10. You think Hawaii
Percentage so much.
And you look at, again, back to last night where that was the same thing, even on blocks, even on errors, but it was the kill game as Louis Sakanoko sends a missile down the line.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that just happened. I just have no words. That is such a great trick play that you see like on social media. That's a highlight. That's a highlight. You're going to be seeing that all over.
That one's going on the Instagram, and another nasty block from Sakanoko and Travell Jordan. The Warriors have come to play in this latter half of the game.
That block is probably also going on social media. Hawaii is just, again, showing that they are coming to finish this within the next two sets.
Hurst saves the ace. Swing from Harvey into the triple block. He'll try again to win the joust. And off of Owen Rose's shoulder, it's a 3-0 run to start set 3.
A lot of misconnects over there on the Penn State side. Jackson Herr having to play serve, receive, and defense when his job is to set the ball. Really can't put Penn State in the position to hit.
Loma tracks. Tough play from Harvey, and it's an attack error for Penn State. But Mark Pavlik is going to pull out the challenge card, looking for a touch.
I don't know if I saw it.
I don't think I did either. Is there almost a sense that, is this a quasi timeout?
You have 2 timeouts right now. I don't know why I would utilize your challenge when you have 2 more sets to play. 2 more full sets.
So we'll play,
I don't know.
We'll play our favorite game, one of our favorite games. We have a lot of favorite games.
Do we believe there was a touch?
Come on down, check the replay. Our contestants tonight, Neil Kenzakowski and Michael O'Connor, they're just our refs. They're not our contestants.
Let's see.
Here comes Harvey.
No.
That's it. Real time.
Real-time swing. I can understand why a line judge or a ref wouldn't see that in real time. If there is a touch, it's a micro touch, and Penn State's going to be very lucky that they get it.
So if not, it'll remain a 4-0 Hawaii in set 3. It's close.
Looking at Sakanoko's right hand, I think he still clears it.
It's close. So watch it, number 23 in white. That's where there's going to be finger movement if there is a touch.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
But again, second verse same as the first for Hawaii coming in from set 2 to set 3.
I just really can't get over that trick play where it's the first ball contact that serves as a set. Sakanoko gets up, takes a big rip. They have to have practiced that over the course of the week. That just doesn't happen.
And Sakanoko, 8 kills, no errors, 10 attacks. He's hitting 800. And there was a touch.
I'm wrong yet again, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder off of who.
Hawaii 3, Penn State 1. And again, it's that trend that we talked about of, for Penn State, it's these early points, they matter.
You cannot bleed these ones. These are the most important because it sets the stage for the vibe of the set that you're going to have.
Here comes Wade. Off speed. Harvey finds hands. The Roar with the dig. Running up Sakanoko. And how many times are we going to say the junior's name?
A lot. It's happened a lot so far, and I anticipate it happening much more. He had so much momentum on that. We talk about the momentum in the back row tap that keeps you going, but he took that momentum laterally as he runs across the net. There was just a lot of power behind that swing.
And Sakanoko delivers the float serve. Here comes Jaden Bethel. Punch up for Matt Luoma. Jackson Her close to being over the line. Doesn't matter. Travell Jordan, his fellow former Grand Canyon Antelope, gets the kill.
Travell Jordan, we're not calling his name much tonight, but when we do, he is being quite effective. That is a great swing by him.
Was on the all-freshman team in the MPSF last year, the sophomore out of Mesa, Arizona. And Sakanoko clears it.
64 miles per hour, heading towards the Penn State bench. It's like a car on the highway coming at you.
But Charlie Wade won't say a word after what Sakanoko's done so far in this game.
No, not at all. It's the type of coach that he is.
Here comes War. The block out of play, no touch.
Interesting. I feel like that ball could have gone either way. Luoma had it.
And Mark Pavlik is talking to the ref. If there was maybe a touch.
Maybe a touch off of War.
That's where it would be, because it was close. It's very tight, and that's a play where you can just see an incidental contact end up flipping the point.
Yeah, that's also really frustrating as the person that just got blocked and the ball could potentially hit you.
So we get another challenge.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to jinx it for either team. What do you think, Jack?
I don't know. It was close because my first instinct was I wonder if there was a touch.
I felt like I heard something, and that's maybe I don't think you could pick that up on the cameras back home. But
because there was the ref in the tower made the motion, or at least was a bit apprehensive to give the point to Hawai'i initially. So we'll have to see who touched it last. And again, if you're Penn State, at this point, momentum not in your side, you're going to take points any way you can get them. Swing from War. Real time, I don't see anything.
See, but that's also the angle. That also comes from the angle. War also looks a little apprehensive getting up on that as he takes a couple of seconds to put up the outside. Like he knows he got hit. Ooh. Maybe his leg.
It's the left leg. It's clearly out. Let's look for ball trajectory change. I don't see it there because the ball looks like it's rotating north-south.
Right.
And you don't really see it change.
Rotating north-south. Yeah, you're right.
So you're looking for any minute detail. It's a game of inches.
I genuinely think this one might be inconclusive.
I will say call stands.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
We'll have to wait the final say because, as we know,
I don't think there's enough evidence to overturn this call.
It would be 6-2 Hawai'i, the score would stay as it is on your screen. If not, it'd be 5-3 Warriors still up. But Penn State try not to let this set scoot away this early on in the frame.
The wise man once said, being down by 3 is a lot better than being down by 4. That was me. I'm the wise man.
Yeah.
But Jack made fun of me for it.
You're pretty wise.
I can be. I have my moments. Let's see. They're taking a minute on this call, which means that either they see something that we don't or they're trying to be as thorough as they possibly can. Like, as you guys saw, this is really hard ball to call.
You always think if they're taking a while, are they just looking for everything or is there something? Because if you stay with the call or if it's upheld, then if you're sitting back home, you're wondering, well, why did it take so long? But are they finding something?
I think we're getting somewhere.
We're digging, we're finding something. So look at some of the stats again. Hawai'i hitting 800 in the early points to Penn State's negative 143. Overall, it's 417 to 081 in favor of the Warriors. Here comes the call. You're right.
Inconclusive or just no touch, I have no idea, but point goes Hawaii's way, as most of this set has been.
So, ends up being War's 4th kill. The float serve from Jordan. Back set to Harvey. He got the corner.
Great swing by Harvey. His shoulders were facing like he was about to hit cross court, but he changes that direction last second, hitting it into the deep corner down the line.
And we'll go back to serve. Sean Harvey, the redshirt sophomore out of Bartlett, Illinois, was 5th in the EIVA in hitting percentage last year. Really coming on the scene for this Penn State offense in 25. And Justin Todd does Justin Todd things as he's done throughout this series.
Hawaii is hitting 800 this set, and Penn State is hitting a 0. Again, Hawaii is rolling so far this match. They are hitting a 429 as a team. That is a scary statistic.
And Todd has been so efficient against Penn State. We talked about the 1,000 hitting yesterday, but he hit 8 kills with no errors, 10 attacks in the NCAA tournament game against Penn State as well.
On that ball right there, Gage Gabriel is just terminating every ball he touches. But the thing is, you can't set your middles every time because it's a super specialized set when you actually can be in a position to set your middles. It has to be a perfect pass.
Adrian Ward, and Gabriel wasn't ready for it.
Hawaii is very smart in the fact that they are attacking Gabriel out of the back row. Middles typically don't play defense the best way in left back. That's the libero's job, and Hawaii recognizes that and are feeding all balls to him after he serves.
Ward, the other AVCA first-teamer on Hawaii from last year, was also the most outstanding player in the Big West Championship. That's a point for Penn State.
It's quite a disgusting block, even if it's out. That is crisp.
We will get a challenge from Charlie Wade.
That ball is in.
Okay.
That ball is 1,000% in. That is a good challenge by Charlie Wade, listening to his players on the floor.
Yeah, he said he got outvoted. He was apprehensive, but his players who are on the court said otherwise.
Yeah, smart move.
The block is it's on the line. And it was a very quick review.
Charlie Wade asking us if it was in or out. I feel like I'm part of the game right now.
Look at you.
I love it. I contributed.
Yay. You're 2 in a row.
2 in a row. I'm getting better. Hey, look, Mom, I made it.
Yeah. Adrian Ward to serve. Her up for Harvey. They tried to fake out the front line. Ends up being an error and a point for the Warriors.
Another misconnect for Penn State. We have the double sub coming in, seeing if Michael Schwob can make a difference here offensively, running the game.
Yeah, we threw that question out earlier. At this point, it seems like it's more of a Penn State doesn't know what's working right now. It will be an error from War that gives the Nittany Lions 1 point back, ends at 3-0 for Hawaii.
If you're Penn State, you just really have to do everything in your power to keep clawing back, keep swinging. This is not the time to tip.
Loyola dropping serve. Wade, tough angle. It doesn't matter. He works against the freshman Bethel.
There are moments like this where I wish I had a pen that I could draw on the screen to just show you in which the angle Wade attacked that ball. He went outside of the court, closer to where we are on the score line, and he is able to cut in and hit that ball that sharp.
What separates the good from the great players is those tough angle swings. You see it in both the men's and the women's game is when they're talking about the best of the best, it's usually talking about their shot angle.
The best hitters have really, really good feet and the ability to step close to wherever the ball may be. They react to the play. They don't predict where they think the ball is going to go. They just react as the play goes on.
Rosenthal up for Sakinoko. He's rejected that time. Wade running up. Back set Luoma down low. Sakinoko with the tip. And he beats Matt Luoma.
Matt Luoma tries to put his hand up there and keep the ball in play, just hits it at an odd trajectory so that it goes down instead of popped up for somebody else to play it.
He was moving laterally as well, couldn't stop himself in time. So now Sakinoko joins Kainoa Wade in the double digits, his 10th kill, as Wade sends it long.
68 miles per hour. Again, these are the serves that I'm not mad at. If you're Hawaii, you can serve as aggressive as you want. You could quite literally underhand serve and still be aggressive.
Now that you say that, I want to see someone try.
I thought about it. Somebody made a bet with me to see if I would do it or not during a game, to which I said, no, absolutely not. I have my pride to uphold.
So 12-7. Favor of Hawaii, trying to go up 2-1 in the match. There'll be a service error to make it a 6-point game again.
Again, I'm also not mad at that service error. That's only a foot out of bounds, and that is a 64-mile-per-hour top spin.
Sakanoko. Drove up for Gabriel on the campfire. Harvey with the free ball off the net. There's Sakanoko. Merck for Schwob. For Harvey, he sent back. Schwob for Gabriel, punching it behind him. Some fun net play here on both sides. Harvey up, net joust, pancake, won by Penn State.
Schwob is up there last. When you're in a joust, which is what we call it, when that ball is in the middle of the net and the ball could land either way, you need to be the last one up because you have the most momentum and you're stronger. It's exactly what Schwob did right there.
We've seen some fun rallies this series.
That is definitely going up there as one of them.
Here's Schwob to serve. War down the line. It beats Ryan Merck.
War threads it in between the middle block and the right side blocker. He sees that he has open court and he just takes full advantage of it. Little admonishing by the ref for a stare down. Again, my favorite type of volleyball is chippy volleyball.
Yeah, it's always fun, the dynamic between the coaches, the players, and the refs when stare downs happen.
I know, it's just like, let the boys play.
Here comes Luoma. Merck places up. Rosenthal to Sakanoko. A human highlight reel tonight. Louis Sakanoko, take a bow. It's a 7-point game.
A 71-mile-per-hour back row attack that hits that straight down. When you're that far off the net and to hit that ball, I'm just going to repeat what I said the last set. Hawaii is probably still mad about dropping that first set because if they didn't, they probably would have swept. This is an incredible play by Hawaii that we're seeing here tonight.
They might be mad about it the rest of the year. Who knows? We still got a long way to go. It is a service error from Finn Kearney.
Again, if you're Hawaii, you can't afford to make these errors right now. But if you're Penn State, you're going to, again, thank Hawaii for them.
Let's see if they listen to your advice with Harvey behind the line. Rosenthal up for Wade. And he beats Michael Schwob going cross court.
Cuts in front of Gage Gabriel. That is such a sharp angle in which he hit that Schwob was behind the block, not really ready to make that move inside the court.
Wade hitting 450 right now. He has 3 games this season where he's hit over 400. Coming into the game, hitting 419. That's a season total through 10 games. And Gabriel got it through the solo block.
Gage Gabriel just sees that he has a solo block in front of him and utilizes that arm. He could have bounced that ball, and he probably was planning on, but it just caught the edge of the block, even though it was a great swing.
Penn State hoping for some momentum swing in their favor. They're down 6. War off of a foot. A few camera people duck out of the way. Hawaii responds in kind.
War hit that ball so effortlessly. Excuse me, that's a hard word right now. That his swing technique was a hip through. That's what happens when you drop your hand to your inside pocket as you swing and puts that ball right down the line.
War had 2 aces against St. Francis. He'll serve. Back set to Hassel and misjudged it into the net.
Sell tries to get it, can only string a couple points together at a time while Hawaii is just taking these great scoring runs.
Well, they'll start with a service error out of the timeout. And again in the men's game, you talk about it, it's Penn State just saying thank you for that. We need a break. Hassel to the back row. Out of the back. It's Adrian Orr.
War is just absolutely incredible tonight. That back row attack, his versatility to be able to hit onto the outside, the right side, the back row. He is hitting 214. He has 6 kills so far. Seems like he has even more with the impact that he's had on this set.
He's had 3 games this season where he's hit over 500. Tremendous stuff. There's Bethel. He'll tool the block.
Great swing by Bethel, trying to get Penn State some momentum here. I like how he cut that sharp inside, utilizes a block. Everything that I keep talking about, he is doing.
Jane Bethel had 8 kills in the second game against McKendree that Penn State fell to in 4 on the road in Illinois. Bethel with a dig going against Kainoa Wade. Running up is Harvey. Roar is there. And there's Chevelle Jordan. Just got it in play.
That's a really great swing. That is down right on the line, corner, hard to defend if you're at Penn State. That's some great court vision.
That word comes up again.
Court vision? Yeah,
Yes.
common theme. Hawaii has a lot of it.
That's why they're the number 3 team in the country. Schwob on the back set to Hassel. Another violation against the Nittany Lions.
That back row attack is something that we've been seeing a lot of, but we haven't seen any back row attack violations. That's what happens when you step over the 10-foot line before you jump. You can't do that.
Harvey off the set from Schwob. Net joust, and Tread Rosenthal goes on the offensive again.
Second kill we've seen out of Tread Rosenthal tonight. He has that overpass, and he has that court vision where he is able to hit that cross court and sees that no Penn State defenders are waiting there to dig that ball.
And there's an ace from Kainoa Wade, and go back to Tread Rosenthal. You have a little Rosenthal family connection to you.
Yeah, his dad Mike and my dad Joe played together for the New York football gymnast by stringing together a series of points over the next couple.
And if you are Mark Pavlik, if you are Penn State, how much can you allow yourself to think ahead, though?
You really can't. You kind of just have to live in the moment and have that next ball mentality. Kind of counterintuitive, but.
Starts right there with the kill from Sean Harvey, who has quietly now become the second most in kills on the Penn State side with 6.
Sean Harvey has just become such a consistent player for Penn State. He is their go-to offensive outside.
Sakanoko. Do we even need to say it at this point?
No, but I am going to talk about, again, it's the angles, and he came into that ball so sharp. He transitioned outside of the court and created this angle to where he was almost parallel with the net, and he came in and drove that ball cross court.
Set point Warriors to take the lead in the match. Will be just a bit out.
Very close. Hawaii upset that that wasn't an ace. Penn State grateful for another opportunity to play some volleyball.
It's Schwob serving. He had 34 aces last year at lead returns and was 3rd in the EIVA. Drops Greenwich down low. Here comes War, and blocked by Gage Gabriel.
Great block by Gage Gabriel. He recognizes that set is inside. Another simple move, drops, great block. He is a great offensive and blocking middle. Penn State's middles are just elite in every category.
Penn State lost the 3rd set yesterday, 25-15. It'll be a 25-15 set 3 victory for Hawaii off the Tread Rosenthal dump.
Tread Rosenthal is just really feeling it right now. He is able to run his offense
Throughout both today Some other stats. Hawaii out-blocking Penn State 6-3. Each side had 7 last night. 6 service aces to Penn State's 2. On the sides of players, Kainoa Wade and Louis Sakanoko each with 12 kills to their name. Adrian War with 8. Trent Rosenthal with 3. Sakanoko and Travell Jordan also have 3 blocks each. Matt Luoma leads the way for Penn State with 7 kills, only hitting .056 though. 6 kills for Sean Harvey, 4 for Gage Gabriel, and Tristan Hassell and Owen Rose each with 2 blocks to their name. They decided to say, we're not going to use a camera. We'll just go underway with set 4. Luoma got hands. There you go, Caroline. First point is the Nittany Lions.
That is a super simple move by Luoma. I like how he flattened out, saw the court in front of him, and saw that he had a big block, so he's just going to use high hands.
Season high of 11 kills against Lewis. Had 17 against Hawaii in the NCAA tournament game last May. Here comes Kainoa Wade. We'll go blow for blow to start.
Kainoa Wade hitting that back line. He hits it with such height to that perfect depth where it's almost impossible to play defense on that ball if you're Penn State.
Make it number 13 for the Hawaii native. Hitting .478 as well. The error just out.
Close ball right there. You see the Penn State women's volleyball team over in their little section trying to get the crowd going. It's pretty quiet here in Rec Hall. Starting some cheers.
Yeah, good to see the support.
Love my girls.
Rosenthal gets to Jordan.
Jordan is just doing a great job at taking whatever sets he is given and capitalizing upon them. I like that he doesn't hit straight. He likes to move the ball around to different corners on the court.
He's hitting .500. He's hit that number or more in 5 of his 6 appearances. Coming into this match, and Gage Gabriel puts Penn State back up early.
Gage Gabriel genuinely has put this team on his back throughout this match. He may not have the most kills on the court, but he definitely has the most consistent energy.
You look at guys like him and Sean Harvey, where you do have a few more years left in Happy Valley after this as well. That's something for both sides. There were 13 players last year that had 100 or more points for Hawaii and Penn State combined. 11 of them returned for the 2026 season, and a good chunk of those returned for next year as well.
That's just so great in terms of development. Yep. Speaking of which, Sean Harvey absolutely rips it out of the back row. He's one of those key players that we've seen develop over the course of the past couple years, and again, take this team on his back like Gage Gabriel.
Leads the team in points. He has over 100 now with his 7th kill. Platform from Sakanoko, joust at the net, and it's won by Michael Schwob. And another sideline warning for Penn State as they all came flooding near the court.
You have people getting really hyped up, trying to get the energy from the bench onto the court, and it looks like it's translating. Penn State is looking like they're playing a lot looser right now.
And you can see it because in the last 2 sets, it was these early points that were all Hawaii to begin with. So even at this point, having a 1-point advantage is good if you're Penn State.
It's everything. Really, if you can show that you can battle towards the beginning of the match, you're showing Hawaii that you're coming to play. And it makes them have a little bit more respect for you and your side of the net.
Rosenthal gets net. It's a shove through from Sean Harvey. Extra play for Wade. And Schwob goes to the back line.
That is such a great swing by Schwob. He recognizes that Hawaii is not expecting him to go up and swing on that ball, so he does it anyway. If you look at this, he decides last minute to go up and swing that deep corner. That is an incredible play by Michael Schwob.
And there's another aggressive setter in the house that gave a big cheer and a smile, and that's Alexis Stuckey for the women's side. As a kill from Hawaii, but that was some great stuff. Great court vision again for Penn State now.
Yeah, they are figuring it out. I don't know what was said during that timeout or in between sets, but obviously something is clicking, and they are up for the first time in a long time.
I've been calling Penn State volleyball games for almost 2 years. The most animated I've seen Mark Pavlik in a while. Running up is Harvey. Over the block, Rosenthal covers. Tough angle for Sakanoko. Plays it to the back line. Schroeb up for Luoma. Got hands. And a great offensive work for the Nittany Lions.
Luoma and hitting high hands are just synonymous tonight. He's doing such a great job at finding that and making Hawaii play defense and run down balls that are practically impossible. I am loving what I'm seeing out of Matt Luoma tonight.
It's been a fun start to set 4. Wade again with the tough angle. Free ball from Owen Rose. Here comes War. He's roofed. Look out below. Gage Gabriel with the finish.
Gage Gabriel is really feeling it right now, offensively, defensively. Again, taking this team on his back, willing this team to win. They are wanting to take it to 5, and Gage Gabriel is going to be a huge reason that Penn State can do that.
He hit 400 last night. He's hitting 500 right now. Long set for Sakanoko. Harvey's there. Schroeb up for Luoma. Off the tape. And Hawaii wins that one.
Hawaii has a very simple block move, makes Penn State work a bit. Jaden Bethel just not able to handle that ball that comes back over and recycle it to have another play.
So it's a 2-point lead for Penn State. And the ace leader for the Warriors and Justin Todd behind the line. Just out.
The women, I can't, sorry, these are my teammates, so I'm laughing. The women's team was screaming as that ball was served, just goes out, and then they cheer like it was them that caused Penn State to win that point.
7th man on the court.
Actually, it's what, 9 of them over there?
Yeah.
It's a lot of them on the court.
Here comes Sakanoko.
Look, sorry, you just heard me get hit in the side. Oh. That's a really fast swing.
Are you good?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm really in the play right now. Great swing, great tool. Thanks for taking me out.
It's never the off season for you.
No.
2-point lead for Penn State. Here's Bethel trying to reach over. Other side, it's Harvey. He gets the kill.
Harvey, a name we've been calling a lot tonight, the angles in which he is able to hit that ball. He does not hit the same shot twice, and if he does, it's not back-to-back. Hawaii is having a really tough time trying to defend him.
Despite being 3 straight losses for Penn State, Sean Harvey has led the team in kills in every single one of them. He's 1 behind the team leader now in Luoma. Sakanoko again, and he's sent packing. Speaking of Matt Luoma.
Matt Luoma really picking it up. He had a slow start to this match, but he knew that in order to win this game, he would have to turn it up, and he is doing just that. Great block move by him. Gabriel is able to close, put up a great disciplined double block.
The chant from the Hawaii side, let's go Bows, as Penn State has their largest lead of the match. Tough angle for Kainoa Wade. Harvey calls him off, joust at the net. And Gabriel tried to save it, was worried about too many touches into the net, and Hawaii gets a much needed point.
Yeah, Hawaii's really got to capitalize on this if they want to shut this set down. Penn State up by 3. 3 points may not seem like a lot, but if you're on the floor, it matters.
And an ace for Louis Sakanoko.
Slowly but surely, Hawaii climbing their way back into this set. If you have Sakanoko behind the service line, you know some things can happen in your favor.
Louis Sakanoko has, or at least partially has, he shares it with another Warrior player, the most aces in a single game. He did it back in 2024, 9 of them in one match. Here comes Luoma, he got hands.
If I have to keep saying high hands and Matt Luoma, you guys are going to get so sick of me, but he obviously is not sick of that shot. He is doing such a great job utilizing that. He is not swinging straight down. He is doing the smart pin hitter thing and keep going after that block.
Can we get a graphic for how many times we say high hands in this game?
I think it's about 6 right now. For the amount of kills that Luoma has, that's the amount of times I've said high hands.
There's Kainoa Wade, big hack from the sophomore.
We are seeing some back and forth volleyball, people swinging as hard as they possibly can. That is a great swing down the line by Wade. His range is just incredible.
Hawaii cuts it to 2, and we see Kearney come in. So yesterday it was Kai Taylor and Kearney both acting as serving subs. Now it's just Kearney. I haven't seen Taylor at all tonight. The sophomore from Phoenix serves it. Back line, and nothing you can do when Justin Todd can terminate a swing.
Justin Todd sees that ball's going over. No problem. Quick step close, elevates. Great overpass kill.
Now if you're Penn State, you have to hope that momentum isn't switching here. You had a 4-point lead. You want to hold on to it and try to force a set 5. It's a gotta have it set. And Bethel a bit too far.
Not the smartest play I've ever seen. Was hoping that it would hit that back line, goes a bit wide.
I'm out by Mark Pavlik to try to halt any Hawaii momentum.
We are seeing a lot of back and forth volleyball. Earlier in the set, Penn State had the lead. Hawaii climbs their way back, kind of switching the tail that we've seen so far tonight.
The Penn State back out in front, courtesy of Matt Luoma with his 11th kill of the night.
Not high hands this time. This time he threads it through the block by slowing down his arm swing.
Ties his season high. He had 15 games last year where he had 10 or more kills. As Schwab comes out, Hassel goes in.
You're setterless on the Penn State side right now.
But he had 15 games with 10 or more kills. 11 of the last 13 and 7 straight to end 2025.
That's a ridiculous amount. Wow.
He commits the service error. So 18 for Hawaii, 12 for Penn State in that department. We've hit the 30 mark, Caroline, if you're counting.
Have we?
We have.
You know what? I'm just having so much fun that I'm not even realizing.
You are having a lot of fun.
Amount of
We're both
errors.
having fun. These teams are having fun. The rec hall crowd's having fun. It's a celebration of volleyball between two of the best teams in the country. Here comes Hassel. Working near the antenna. Set from Sakanoka to Kainainoa Wade. And he's stonewalled, led by who else but Owen Rose.
A bit of a triple block action. Hassel starting to trash talk. This is the volleyball that I love, and it's a lot more fun to trash talk when it's tight like this.
Yeah. You don't want to be pointing at the scoreboard if you're trash talking.
No, you can't do that. That's embarrassing.
Penn State holds on to a 1-point lead. Rosenthal wonky set for Kainoa Wade. Now Hassel gonna go with the right hand on the far pin. He's got it.
Able to thread that ball through the block. It was a bit above him that set, not necessarily hitting that ball out in front of him, but he still manages and puts a lot of good pace on that.
Hassel hitting 250 off 4 kills, 2 errors and 8 attacks. It's Jaden Bethel to the back line. Here comes Wade, and he just got it through, was able to thread Rose and Hassel.
Exactly what Matt Luoma did a couple points ago, Wade just did in this play. It's what happens when you take big swings against big blocks. Sometimes it goes in your favor in that you can thread it through and not get blocked.
In this 4th set, Penn State hitting 471 to Hawaii's 278. And the give it ace to Adrian War.
61 miles per hour corner top spin. That is deadly.
So tied again at 15. Back and forth we go. Adrian War with 2 aces on the night. Jackson Hurd trying to not make it 3. Burke for Hassel. Harvey covers, him and Bethel collide. Hassel, tough angle again. And they get the point. And Hassel is hype.
Hassel, again, the range in which he hits that ball, but you see Jackson Hurd more excited for him than anyone else on the floor. Goes up to him, practically tackles him. Seeing a lot of good vibes on the Penn State side right now.
And Hurd now back in the game for Michael Schwab, so they've gone back and forth. The center battle continues in game 8 for Penn State this season. At the antenna, Sakanoko plays it. He'll have to send a big swing. He got it down. Luis Sakanoko has found every which way to get kills tonight.
Incredible swing by Sakanoko, but let's talk about Rosenthal's one-handed set backwards. His momentum's carrying him all the way off the court, running into the score table, but he does not care. Flips it with such control back.
There's So now we do see Kai Taylor come into the game. And a float that's out of play.
Penn State up by 1. You really have to capitalize on this.
And now it's Schwob and Luoma coming back in. Hassel and her coming out.
Looks like Penn State's continually doing something called a double sub or a dub sub. That's when you have your right side and your setter switch in with another right side and setter. So the setter is always going to be back row. You're not going to have a blocking setter, and you're always going to have a hitter in the front row.
Schwob sends it. And a roof from Gage Gabriel.
You need to shut down this Hawai'i offense.
Hawaii's been out hitting Penn State overall in this match, 416 to 173. It's a service error from Michael Schwob that cuts the lead to 1, though.
It's a really tight game. And if you're Penn State, this is one of those situational times where you're going to try to limit the service errors as much as possible.
Wade at the net. Push up from Jordan. Here comes Sakanoko on the shove through. Gabriel sets near pin for Luoma. Was looking for a touch. He won't get it. We're tied at 18.
2 unforced errors by Penn State in a row. And unforced errors when the ball has everything to do with you and nothing to do with the other side. It's not like they were blocked or it was a shank. Just a ball out of bounds on a tip and a ball out of bounds on a serve.
Back to Luoma. This time he gets it done.
I like the confidence that he had in that shot. It didn't work the time before, but he knew it would work again. He sees that there is no off blocker underneath the block on Hawaii's side to play that ball. It's just a simple tip.
Penn State was 4th in the EIVA last year in kills per set, but the most kills allowed per set in the EIVA. Sakanoko with a big swing. Bethel. Got hands.
He is hyped for that one. Triple block, just swings away.
20 to 18. No challenge from Charlie Wade. It was close.
Ref saw something we didn't.
Now I have the glasses. I shouldn't have this problem. Rosenthal, tough angle. Schwob and Harvey collide. Luoma backs them up. Here comes Bethel again. Pinball's off his face. Kept up on the free ball. It's a pancake. Chaos happening. Net joust. Won by Hawai'i. Jaden Bethel, he's shaken up. But that was an unreal play from the freshman.
Kept up by a pancake on Hawaii's side. Are you kidding me? Sakanoko is able to capitalize and just wipe that ball simply off the block to score the point.
I mean, off his head, sitting down, free balls it up, and he's getting attended to down on the court. He was limping off it.
So much chaos going on. Messed up his ankle probably. That's what it looks like he's stretching out right now with trainer Bree.
So 20 to 19, Penn State is still up. And despite the runs that Hawai'i has tried to gain, at least in this frame, Penn State for now has stuck with them.
For now, 2019, this is a really tight match. We have Kyle Fagan coming in, number 4 freshman, to take Bethel out of the match, give him some much needed recovery time.
First time we'd call his name this season. The freshman outside hitter, 6'3" out of Stony Brook, New York. He's warming up on the sideline.
Getting that band going. Penn State contesting that he is taller than 6'3". I don't believe it personally, but he is about to have his shot to make his mark on one of the biggest games for Penn State so far this season.
And at times it's been the freshmen that have stepped up in the biggest moments. And I go back 2 years ago to Michael Schwob when he was a freshman, where he comes in for Luke Snyder, who was a senior at the time, and did tremendous work to help propel Penn State to an EIVA title.
I think that's a testament to how this Penn State team operates. They are a big family. There's no jealousy, but the fact that they're making their freshmen feel confident enough to come in these big moments, they're doing something right.
And it's a big moment with Luis Sakanoko serving. One of the protagonists in this game, and Harvey wisely lets it go. It's back to a 2-point advantage.
Penn State is going to take it and run with it. You have Gage Gabriel behind in the service line, and he does a great job a lot of the time.
Serving is Gabriel. 5 kills on 8 swings. Rosenthal, the back set to Kainoa Wade. Both sides at 20.
Wade out of that back row attack yet again. He comes into, no, he stays in the back row right now. Utilize him more in that back row. Every single time that he hits it, it scores.
Wade and Sakanoko combined for 31 kills. Hawaii as a team has 50. There's Matt Luoma. 22-20, Nittany Lions.
Matt Luoma elevated to get that ball. I don't think I've ever seen him jump that high, and the ability to hit that ball cross court. Let's just look at this. He gets up, hangs, and then just absolutely unloads on that ball.
That's what a 6'7" frame can do. 3rd in the EIVA in points per set last year. Dropping serve, Rosenthal, long set for War. And Fagan can't corral it. So Hawaii back within 1.
Little drop shot action from Hawaii, trying to cause some chaos on the Penn State side, and it worked.
Didn't hit any of us, though.
No, that's true. It was really close. I ducked out of the way. I felt like I was going to get hit by a player.
Small victories.
It's little things.
Rosenthal to platform from the freshman Fagan. Here comes a reach from Harvey. Greenidge placed up for Roar on the block. Dig from Harvey. Joust at the net. Here comes Aloma, and Harvey can't get it. Tied at 22 in set 4.
Chaotic play. Penn State knows that they need this set to win and take it to 5.
Backs against the wall. It's a gotta-have-it set 4.
Fun game, and if you're just tuning in, buckle up. It could only be getting better.
The 24-year wait was worth it for Rec Hall. Here comes Sean Harvey looking for a corner. He got it.
Deep corner shot. That's going to win every single time. It's called a coffin corner for a reason because it is terminal.
Love what you did there.
Yeah?
That was good.
I felt good about that one, too.
Yeah. And now it's the freshman Kyle Fagan serving. And it's into the net. Tied at 23.
23-23, tight match. It can go either way at this point, and that's what makes this so exciting. Both teams have their backs against the wall. They know what's at stake.
What's your assessment of that serve, though, in that moment, though?
I choose not to talk about it.
Schwob up for Harvey. Capped off the floor. Sakanoko, tough swing. Schwob calls it off. Back to Luoma from the midpoint. He got hands.
High
set point.
Matt Luoma and those high hands is so unstoppable, and it's that perfect moment to utilize this. That is a great swing by him. You're Hawaii, you can't turn and run that fast to chase that ball down. He knows that, and that's why he's going to continue to do that.
And it's very fitting, Owen Rose behind the line for Penn State. He's got 2 aces so far. Roar on the platform. Here comes Sakanoko. Punch up from Luoma, and Schwob can't save it.
Knocked by Stanley over. How dare he?
Well, we're going deuce game again.
This is so good.
Think
I
about
just have no words.
earlier in the week, UCLA and Ohio State, a 48-46 set.
I hope it doesn't go that high. You know, or I
What
do,
do you
just
mean?
to say that I did it. I got the time. I got nowhere to be.
Justin Todd goes to Kyle Fagan. Gabriel recycles. Now Schwob. He goes Harvey near pin. It's Merck with the dig. Back to Sean Harvey. Joust at the net, won by Louis Sakanoko. Match point for the Warriors.
As they say in France, voila, Sakanoko goes in there and he just threads it through that block so simply, so easily. He knows what he's doing. Veteran play.
Louis Sakanoko, a kill off of his season high. Justin Todd into the net. You could feel it in Rec Hall.
Rec Hall is erupting right now. This is the most fun I've seen Rec Hall have during a men's game in my entire time here at Penn State.
It's Michael Schwob serving. One of those players that steps up in big moments. Rosenthal, back set, joust on the Penn State side. Wade tries to terminate it. He's got the line. We'll do it again.
Got Coach Mark Pavlik contesting that there was a double on that play. You can't challenge that. That's one of those things that you cannot challenge in volleyball. Yeah, looks like it. You can't challenge it.
Wow.
Unfortunate.
So match point number 2 with Kainoa Wade. The son of head coach Charlie Wade serving. Schwob to Harvey. Diagonal. Keeps it alive.
This is so good. Sean Harvey taking the big swings when it matters. This game is on the line right now. He recognizes that. He says, I want to go to 5. Give me more kills.
Sean Harvey into the double digits on 38 swings. Float serve drops Greenwich. Tough angle for Rosenthal. It's long. Hawaii contesting immediately that it's their point. And Charlie Wade throws out the green card.
Let's see. I've been on a roll tonight with the challenges.
All right.
Give me that.
It's the money round, Caroline. And great play from Louis Sakanoko. You're looking for Gabriel's hands. Clearly out.
I don't know about that. You just see Gage Gabriel turn around and do the touch symbol with his fingers.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't turn around quickly to celebrate. Looks like an admission of guilt. Yeah, right off of the middle finger on his right hand, Gage Gabriel touches it.
Yep, there's definitely finger movements.
And then if you keep the play going, he turns around, says, yeah, I touched it.
Okay, so if we keep it going on this one, we'll see him turn around. He's kind of already shrugging.
He knows.
He knows. So at this point, it would be 27-26 Hawaii if our intuition is correct, and it would be a 3rd match point for the Warriors.
Taking a second. Yeah, these are the plays that always tend to happen. The hardest calls are the ones that happen right when the game's on the line.
If you look at this set, 371 hitting to 294 in favor of the Nittany Lions. The kills, though, Hawaii with 54 on the match total, Penn State with 44. Again, the more consistent offense is something that we've harped on time and time again.
Both swings are just taking rips when it matters, and that's something that we've seen in the first set and then this 4th set. No way!
It's a point for Penn State. The call is upheld.
There is no way.
So
what
it is
a play.
It is set point. If Penn State can get this one, we'll go 5. Harvey floats serve. Here comes Kainoa Wade. And Schwob lets it land. Or Hawaii lets it land off the Schwob contact. 27, we're tied.
Super simple follow to the line by Hawaii. Calm, cool, and collected when moments get big like this.
Because they've been in these moments time and time again. 2 national championships this decade. Here comes Harvey. 28-27. Sean Harvey's 11th kill.
Sean Harvey out of that back row, hitting Sakanoko right on the shoulder.
The crowd at Rec Hall rises to its feet once more. Gabriel serving. Skim the tape. Here comes War. And the block is out of play. Rose and Luoma couldn't keep it in.
Got distracted, I was chasing a ball. Tight volleyball here. We're at least going to 30.
When you put it like that, you're right. Gravel Jordan, Schwob to Matt Luoma. Did he get the line? He did.
Coffin corner again for Matt Luoma. I am absolutely loving what I am seeing out of him. This is confidence. This is somebody that has been here before and somebody that knows his way around men's volleyball and how to win.
29-28. As Caroline said, we're going to at least 30. Here comes Wade. Block out. And again, we play on.
Seems to be a lot of these balls that are just flying out of bounds, deciding the fate of this match.
It's been a game of side outs in the deuce part of set 4. With one of the better servers, Rosenthal, behind the line. And it's just out. It's going to be about which team blinks first. Penn State has a chance here, but Hawai'i not making it easy.
Rec Hall on their feet in anticipation of Penn State getting this last point. Hawai'i fans getting loud, looking to shut it down.
Kyle Fagan into the net again. Back-to-back service errors for him. He just shrugs it off.
You know, as a freshman, you're coming in. This is a major moment that, yeah, these things are going to happen. You don't know the situational aspect of the serving game yet.
War. Contact from Fagan. He might have had to just let it go. Here comes Harvey. Backed up by Rosenthal. Sakanoko is rejected. Hawai'i trying to make it match point number 2 again. And it lands on the Hawai'i side. Penn State trying to end it. What's going to give, Caroline?
I don't know what's going to give. I'm on the edge of my seat. 2 blocks in a row for Penn State. The hard-driven ball doesn't score, but the soft block does.
There are very few pieces of leather touch and seat in Happy Valley. Owen Rose serving for Penn State, and a timeout by Charles.
Aware of the situation that he's in.
Owen Rose, the 2-time EIVA first teamer, was a second teamer last season. Greenwich, far play for Sakanoko. Schwob, up for Harvey, he's roofed, but it's out of play. We're going 5 in Rec Hall.
Sean Harvey.
They're calling, they're looking though.
Oh,
We're gonna
wow.
challenge.
Oh, wow. I don't know. That was really tight.
My initial intuition was that it was in play for Hawai'i, but the ref is right there. Here's a replay. Tough angle for Sakanoko. Great dig from Fagan. Here comes Harvey.
That's in.
It's in.
That ball is in.
So in theory, it should be quick. But we have seen them take their time.
Yeah. He's pretty conclusive with that one. That's going to be the quickest challenge we've seen all night.
It is a point indeed for the Warriors. So 31 all. A great block though by Kainoa Wade. Justin Todd has 5 to his name. Sakanoko with 5 blocks. 17 total, 9 for Hawai'i. Schwob tries to terminate it, and he was over the line, and a violation makes it the second match point for the Warriors.
Michael Schwob in the net that play. Unfortunate error by Penn State, unfortunate timing.
Just a few points deciding it all. Hawai'i trying to end it. With Todd serving. Here comes Luoma. Did he get it down? Yes.
He has just been so effective in finding that block tonight. That went in his favor. Great swing down the line. Let's take a look at this out of the back row. Elevating, making a middle play defense.
Kill number 15, or 16 for number 15. Wade, off of Schwob, dug by Greenwich. Wade again, got it down. Match point number 3 for Hawai'i.
Great swing by Wade down the line, but also a great dig by Schwob. That really worked out in his favor, and he's able to pop that ball up, continue the play unfazed.
Kainoa Wade, 20 kills and 447 hitting. He serves, and it's an error. It worked for Rose in set 1. It doesn't work for Kanoa Wade in set 4.
That's the first time I actually haven't seen that point work out in the server's favor over this series.
Everyone in rec hall held their breath.
Wow.
And now Penn State looking to string points together. Harvey plays it conservative. Rosenthal to Sakanoko. And go to your strong hitter. Kill number 19. Is this the point that ends it for the Warriors?
Sakanoko just taking those big swings when it matters. He does not care that it's tight. He has that confidence in himself. He has been rolling all night.
19 kills, 5 blocks, and hitting above 500. Now with a chance to end it. A high spin, and way out of play. We play on.
Just made eye contact with my mom. This is the most fun that I have had watching volleyball in my entire life. This is so great.
We had a 36-34 set last year.
Yeah.
Against Charleston.
Yeah.
Up for Wade. And Harvey has to send the free ball. Chance for Hawai'i to make it another match point. Wade gets it through.
Wade is just doing such a great job at putting the team on his back and taking those swings consistently. He is doing a great job at finding that line and threading the ball through.
Gage Gabriel comes out for Ryan Merck. More defense on the floor. Float serve from Travell Jordan. Luoma. Say it with me. High hands.
High hands, right back at it. Wade doing the exact same thing that Wade just did. Incredible swing by Matt Luoma. He is putting on a clinic tonight. 17 kills.
Luoma serves. The Hawai'i faithful get loud. War at the net, but it's kept in play. Here comes Rosenthal. Luoma gets the dig. Here comes Kyle Fagan, right into the teeth of Justin Todd.
Set was inside. Fagan didn't necessarily recognize that. He still tried to swing full go into a massive block set up in front of him.
That's been a tremendous blocking unit. Here comes Rosenthal with the serve. And again, the service error game keeps Penn State alive. 36-36. 25 service errors for Hawai'i, 15 for Penn State. This is a time where maybe it does become more of a factor.
This is becoming a massive factor right now. It's preventing Hawai'i from being able to close out.
Fagan gets this one over. It's saved by Sakanoko. They'll have to send the free ball. Schwob up for Luoma, but no touch.
Sakanoko, the speed in which he went to run down that ball. Mark Pavlik with the challenge for a touch on that play.
Initial look, I would say no. I think he got the field goal just flying through everyone.
I believe you're right. However,
anything could happen.
Anything could happen, you know, that one ball where I was like, there's no way.
Here is the look.
I don't know.
You're looking for Todd, who is the player on the block at the near side.
I want to see what happens when the ball is actually hit, how adamant Penn State is.
First off, tremendous dig from Sakanoko, tracking it. And then...
maybe. Did you see a little change of direction there?
Let's see.
Or is that just because he's hitting it cross? Right off of the forearm, maybe?
Ooh. It does start to spin east-west a bit.
This is a little interesting.
Remember, there's also no camera up there now.
I think it hit his palm. It kind of looks like it hit the palm.
Matt Luoma in the huddle just shrugged. So he goes, I don't know. I feel like you're in that spot you do know.
Not necessarily. See, sometimes you're just so focused on the error you just made, you're not really paying attention to the block in front of you.
If we have another set point for Penn State, or another match point for Hawai'i?
This one's really hard. I do think that I saw a trajectory change.
The call being relayed. And survey says a point for Hawai'i. So now Penn State has to go on the defensive again. Adrian War. Another service error for Hawai'i.
What is happening? That has been every single time. We have a challenge on that one. I do believe that that ball was out. A little bit closer. Closer than the past ones for sure.
And this one decides the game if it's reversed.
Let's see. Oh.
It's in.
That ball is in.
Quick review. And Hawai'i takes it.
I have no words for what we just witnessed.
That is why we are volleyball fans, ladies and gentlemen.
This was some of the most elite volleyball I have ever seen in my life. These first and fourth sets have been just incredible showings from both Penn State and Hawai'i. Hawai'i comes out on top, able to close out.
Adrian War gets his third ace of the night and ends up being the dagger for the Rainbow Warriors to advance to 10-1 on the season. A full extra set's worth of points.
That is a Pennsylvania sweep for Hawai'i. St. Francis and now 2 games against Penn State. Going home with 3 wins.
Kainoa Wade with 21 kills. It ties his season high. Louis Sakanoko eclipses his career high. One more than that, it was 19 kills. Adrian War with 11. Aside of Penn State, Matt Luoma with 17.